Krista and welcome to my channel. Today I am doing a layout for two series. I'm doing Punched Out Thursdays and I'm also doing How to Kill a Kit with Style. So I'm using my How to Kill a Kit with Style, and I have Prima papers and I'm a little behind. I said I would do 4 layouts this month. This is only my second one, but because of the craziness with the coronavirus, my kids are all home and I have 6 children and it's been absolutely insane at my house, which I'm sure you guys are all going through a lot too with your kids being home and things like that. But I am using a square punch for my Punched Out Thursdays, and I'm using this beautiful tiled paper. It looks like tile to me. And I am punching all these little squares out, and then you're going to see me make a really cool design on the paper you just saw me gesso. And the photo I'm using today is a photo of my 2 5-year-old children. They were sitting on my Barker lounger and they looked really cute together. So this is the design I'm going for. And I am going to pop each one of these little pieces of paper up on some craft foam, and I am going to put them the way you see them, the way I have them. This is a design I came up with, and I really like it. And my picture's gonna kind of go in the center almost. Not exactly in the center, but somewhat in the center. And I don't show you each one of these that I pop up. I'm distressing the edges with my distress tool, and I'm also distressing the edges with my antique distress ink as well. And it's called Antique Photo. Sorry, couldn't remember the name. And yeah, and it's gonna bring a real cool design, and then you're gonna see me come out with some other stuff too. That's in my kit for this month. So the punch I used for Punched Out Thursdays is just going to be the square punch. And I really was glad that I was able to incorporate these two together because, like I said, it's been crazy and it's been hard for me to get a lot of layouts done. But I'm working on it. And that's how it's going to kind of go. Now, I had these scraps still in my kit, so I'm going to use them to back my photo. So I'm going to use this piece here, and it's just going to give it like kind of a real vintagey type of border around my picture because I didn't have one. Because the photo's in black and white, and I kind of wanted a little pop of a lighter color around the edge of it. So all those embellishments you see on the side are what I'm going to be basically using. So I'm also going to distress the edges around my photo as well. And you're going to see me come in. I'm going to use this big piece right here. And I distress the edges of this as well. And this is one of the cut aparts that comes in the book. This is the Mosaic collection. I'm sorry if I forgot to tell you. It's Prima and it's the Mosaic collection. If you haven't seen my previous videos for my How to Kill a Kit with Style, that's the kit that I'm using this month. So now I popped that up so it would kind of be even with the tile. So I just used a piece of craft foam. But now I'm going to go in with some cardboard to lift my picture up off of this because I wanted to give it a lot of dimension, and the way to do that is not always with the craft foam because it doesn't give you as much lift as cardboard does. So I save all my cardboard and I use it so to back my photos and to lift it, give it a little dimension to my layouts, and I really like it. And I've learned this from watching quite a few videos. And now this little card I had that was in my embellishment collection, I stuck behind there. It says Moments, and it's the perfect colors, and because I do have the ephemera pack to this collection as well. So I'm going to use some of the paper flowers that are in the ephemera pack and also my flowers that are in the Mosaic collection, the fake flowers as well. And then I bought these little small cute little white, they're like kind of like ceramic, I'm gonna say, and they're Tim Holtz, and they're little tiny roses they look like, and I'm just gonna put one on each side with my little flower embellishments. So now I'm going to pop up the paper flowers quite a bit because I wanted to make sure that they weren't very flat. I wanted them dimensional. And now I'm going to start gluing down everything. So my flowers and my embellishments and everything will be glued down. And that's kind of how it's going to go. Now you're going to see me add a lot of other things to this as well in a few minutes. But while I am doing this, I just wanted to remind you all not to forget to check out the ladies who are also doing Punched Out Thursdays. That would be Kathy, Ronnie, Sue, Dorothy, and myself. And then also don't forget to check out a huge list that I will have down below of how to kill a kit with Style Ladies, and I will have all their links down below. Everybody's information will be there. So make sure you check them all out. And now I'm going to go in and I'm just going to finish gluing these flowers in as well. And I really love this mosaic collection. It is such a beautiful, beautiful collection to get from Prima. I love all of Prima's products. Their paper is like so sturdy and well made. A lot of their stuff. And it is a little bit more pricey sometimes, but I don't mind. I don't mind. Not when you can make these beautiful layouts like this. So now I bought the chipboard pieces as well to go with this collection. So I'm going to use this little piece here and I'm going to put it in that little empty spot there. And I kind of did that on purpose so I could put this there because I really wanted it there. And I'm also going to use a tiny butterfly that was on that chipboard as well. And you'll see me come in later with another one. But I went to Hobby Lobby, and when they had their orange sticker sales, they had a lot of jewelry on sale, and I picked out some jewelry, and some of them were only 99 cents, and I found that little jewel there, and I just hung it kind of from where those paper flowers are, and I thought it made a nice touch because it went perfectly with this collection. And now I'm going to take some of my twine and I'm going to wrap it around the whole layout and kind of make like this little, like kind of like wrapping a gift where you put ribbon around it. But I'm using twine and I'm just going to do it around here and I'm going to try and like I did 2 layers of it, coming around twice. And I'm going to use my glue dots to kind of hold it down in the back. And I also use some Fabri-Tac glue. I find that Fabri-Tac glue is great to use for your flowers. You can use a Scotch glue too, but the Fabri-Tac glue is really good to hold fabric down. So it's very good with that. So that's what I used. And I'm also using my glue dots, as you can see, to kind of hold it down while I, bring it around, because glue dots, you don't have to wait for them to dry. So I kind of did a double gluing with the glue dots and the Fabri-Tac glue. And I'm just bringing it around again, and I'm going to glue it all down real nice and tight. And it just brings another something else to the layout, and I just thought that it went really well with this type of layout that I was doing. So I really like the way it looked and how it turned out. So now I'm going to, see, that's the Fabri-Tac glue, and I really like this. I'm going to use another piece from the chipboard that says Live Life Simply or Life Stories, something like that. I can't remember, guys, but it's a little chipboard piece from the Mosaic collection that I stuck on there. And then I decided to come in with a couple more flowers on this side as well, on the side of my paper flowers there. And I just put 2 small ones there, and I'm going to glue them down. And I did put a little butterfly in the upper right-hand corner with the 2 flowers that you see there. It's just a tiny butterfly. It was in the chipboards as well. And I just stuck it up there just to give that area a little more something. See, I glued it down. There, you saw me glue it down. I wasn't sure if I remembered if I showed you or not. And now I'm going to go on with this piece from the chipboard as well. It's just a circular piece that has this little bee on it, and it's the perfect color of the tiles, so I glued that near there. And now I'm going to come in with this little stamp. I wanted to bring more focus to the twine that I just put down, so I decided to go in with a little bit of black stitching I have this stamp. It looks like little stitching or little doodles, and I decided to do it on both sides, and just so it kind of brings your focal point there too into the picture as well. So it's just to give it a little more something there so you could see it, and I really like how that turned out. And then you're going to see me come in with some paint as well. I end up using, it's a special acrylic paint from Prima. It's a Sparks paint, and it's called Mermaid Sparkle. That's what it's called, sorry. But first I'm going to go in with my 3D gel, and I'm sorry about my lunch on the side there. My husband brought it to me, which was really super nice, but he got it in my video, so I apologize. And I'm using art stones. And what you do is you dip your brush in the gel, and then I put a bunch of the art stones in the lid of my art stones lid, and I just stick my brush in it, and they stick very well. And what this is it works like a glue, and it helps your art stones to be able to put them onto your layout. So that's what you see me doing. And I'm just putting a few of them around my flowers and around the photo area. Not too many, just a little bit, just to bring something else to the layout and to give it a little bit more interest and a little bit more dimension and just all that nice goodness that I just love about these kinds of layouts. And I do put a few on top of my flowers, and it just brings the flowers out a little more, and I really like it. And it's supposed to look messy yet elegant, and that's what I love about it. So this is a paint that I was telling you about. It's a Sparks acrylic paint, and it's by Prima, and it's called Mermaid. This one is Mermaid. And I'm just going in, and I'm kind of putting a little shadow around my stones and coloring the stones at the same time. So I just wanted to bring a little bit more of that color and depth to my layout. So I'm just kind of dipping it in the paint a little bit, and I'm just kind of like going around the edges where I think I want to put it, and then coloring up my stones a little bit. And this is this paint is sparkly, and it has a little bit of a shine to it, a shimmery shine, and I really like that. So that's it for that. And now I'm going to come in with a couple of these really cool, they're from Paper Studio. I got them at Hobby Lobby. They're little like pebbles. I call them pebbles, and they have a little bit of gold on them, and they're creamy color, and that just put the finishing touch on it for me. And now I'm using these bow bunnies, and I'm coming in with those as well. They're like a brownish tan color, and I put those around in a few spots you see there. And now I'm going to come in, and I'm going to finish it off with my stamp that I have that has writing on it, and I'm just using my black Distress Oxide, and I'm just going around in these empty areas that you see around the tiles, and I'm just stamping and giving it a little more interest and bring your eye in towards the photo. And that's what I was trying to do there. So yeah, and that's really all that I do here. And I just loved making this. I couldn't wait to make a layout like this with these tiles. They're just absolutely gorgeous papers. I hope you guys like it. I'm trying to show you the little bit of dimension there with everything. And yeah, so I hope you like it. Here are your close-ups. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you. So just don't forget to hit that red subscribe button. And also don't forget to hit the bell so you get notified every time I post a new video. And yeah, see how pretty they came out, those stones. And I colored them with that acrylic. And there's a little gem. Just beautiful it turned out. So I want to thank you all for watching. And I'll see you again soon. And remember, stay crafty. Bye.